What's up, guys? Rag Guy here, just lounging after a gig, booking my Europe tour, doing some ad stuff here on Facebook, and I wanted to do another video. If you didn't check out the 10,000 fans in 10 days bullshit programs and why those things don't really work, and all you're really going to do is you're going to kind of dilute the interaction. Check out that video if you're on Facebook. It's down. It's the last video that I posted. So I kind of went into why it's not good to be doing those kind of programs, and what they try to do is advertise to cheaper countries, and it doesn't really bring actual fans into your page, but it will drive up your likes. I don't see a point in doing that at all. So I want to touch on that, but I want to give you some more practical information here. What a lot of people are doing is, like, let's say you have a pop artist, and this pop artist is like, man, I got this great early 2000s thing going on. I kind of get this Britney Spears thing. I'm going to put out this video and I want to take an ad out for it, on Facebook. And what they do is they target it to Britney Spears fans, ages 13 to 35, all over the world, right? And they ask me, I don't understand why is that not taking off? Or like a folk artist will do like Bob Dylan, or a rock band will do like Coldplay or something. The problem is, those markets are so big that you want to find smaller niche groups of people. So what happens is when it's too big and too general like that, Facebook needs to find this sort of pattern between people who are responding to the ad at first. Then they figure out where to really put that ad to get you the most response. So if it's way too general, there is no pattern. And because there's no pattern, Facebook won't put the ad out in front of anybody because they don't know who to put it out in front of. The reason that happens, even if you're going for a band like Coldplay or Bob Dylan or Britney Spears, is a lot of people liked those pages but are not interacting with those content. And really, quite frankly, probably don't give a fuck about those artists anyway. Like, they just kind of liked it at one point. I might even like Britney Spears on Facebook because when I first joined, I don't know, Toxic came out and I like that. That's what we're talking about. So you want to get a little bit tighter. So now I'm just going to show you. Now I'm going to kind of go into two parts here. If you can look, so this is where you're kind of setting up your audience. All right, so this is who you're targeting to. I am targeting towards like Japan, Thailand, and Vietnam. And the reason that I'm doing that, those countries ended up being cheaper to advertise to than I thought. But the reason is we're actually going to be pushing a single to those countries. So that's not just to drive up likes. And then once I get those likes to our page, I'm friending those people personally and sending them a message. So it's not just like driving up likes, kind of like, in a diluted way that we talked about in the other video. So anyway, now the other thing is ages 13 to 33, fine, all genders. If you look over here, I have the black keys, and you can see that is a huge number of people. All right, so I also have Larkin Poe. That's a pretty big number of people, but you can see it's much less. That gives us a little bit more of a concise niche audience. What I like about that, what I like about Larkin Poe is I think everyone who liked their page is definitely a fan. There's probably a lot of people who liked Black Keys that don't really listen to them, or liked one album that came out. Just another thing, just the way that people are kind of interacting on social media. So something to keep in mind is those smaller bands, you tend to get a little bit more, a higher percentage of people who interact with those pages would be into your music, if that makes any sense. Now, and what you want to do is, once you find those audiences, you want to get their attention. That's what this is all about, is getting people's attention. Nobody is looking necessarily for music on Facebook, so you want to get their attention appropriately. What I would always try to do is something like, for fans of Black Keys, that gets a little tough sometimes. Facebook won't let you do that. Try it, see if you can get away with, like, for fans of Britney Spears, or for fans of, like I said, the smaller bands always work a little bit better. Try that first. This ad that I have here, it just says dirty garage blues rock from the US. That's all we're going with. So people that like Larkin Poe and people that like the Black Keys would be into that. And then it has that international, U.S. flavor for because we're advertising over in Asia that might spark people's attention. So you want to make sure that where you're targeting your ads, the people that you're targeting to, whatever your ad says is going to get their attention. And then obviously like the pictures, making it a nice picture. I recommend doing like 3 pictures, seeing which one of those 3 ads does best, and then just sticking with that one picture. But these are all the ideas. There's no reason to buy those programs. I'm going through a lot of this shit now. Please ask me any questions before you guys start. Make sure that you're not wasting money, but keep taking out these ads. I mean, it's great. Anytime you get someone that likes your page, try to hit them up personally. I know we talked about that in class. Some people have a problem with that. But do your best to really bring people in and really engage with them. Let me know that this kind of got a little bit more practical advice. Let me know if you guys need any more help with this, and I will do my best.